Welcome everyone to the tornado edition of Grumpy Blogger Live, and I got to turn this down here. It's playing over on the other channel. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyways, yeah, we're
live.
we're live. Yes, I am hunkered down.
Good.
There's Mr. Charles coming in. Howdy, Charles.
Charles.
Howdy.
Oh, somebody
So-
got a haircut. Ooh, it's looking dapper. His
Thank you.
head looks narrow.
Yeah. Do what now? What'd you say, Art?
His head looks narrow. It looks
Yeah, it
like
does,
he has hair trim. Yeah,
Yeah.
looking good.
So, anyways, hey, let me go through and say hi to everybody in the chat. Mel will be back in a minute. He probably ran out to smoke a cigarette. So
I quit
Oh, no, there
smoking
it
a
is.
month ago.
okay. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
All right. So let me get my mic here where people can hear me.
But I did have to go water a tree.
Okay. I understand. USA Drone Flyer, Captain Joe America. Hey, Joe. Steve Janess. Frank Rizzo, which is Jody.
Yeah.
Hey,
in
Jody.
disguise. Hey, we got Lee Beasing, Yellow Rose Drones.
Right? You got
Shifty.
Shifty FPV, who is Dominic?
Eric?
Eric.
I think that's Eric. Yeah, that's Eric.
Ah, okay.
I'm still used to his AR drone nerd.
Ah, okay. Now, okay.
Yeah. Yes, Lloyd. Lloyd. I was reading the question. Lloyd, are you hunkered down? Yes, I'm hunkered down. Jesus.
We got Brenda Sunstar.
Oh, Brenda, welcome to the
Brenda.
show. Waypoint, New England, Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're hunkered down playing on the internet with a cup of coffee and a glass of water, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk. Welcome, Grant. Let's see who else we got. Sunstar, which is Brenda. We've said hi to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've covered everybody. So yeah,
Well,
this is the Nader version of Grumpy Vlogger Live. You know, if you see somebody somebody on a broomstick go flying by, it's one of two things. Either there's a tornado in the area or my son's soon to be ex-wife just flew off. I'm hoping it's her.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've been having some thunder boomers all day, man. I mean, it's a wind. It's flickered my. I think it blew all the branches out of the trees now. That hopefully it won't bring down my power line because that already happened. The wind blew today and knocked my power out a couple times, which really upset James because he was right in the middle of a print, you know.
Ooh, ouch.
But and being new to it, not knowing everything is about it, he didn't, for whatever reason, it didn't pick back up. You know, but anyways, like he said, it was just a test print anyway, so he wasn't too worried about it. So,
Mm-hmm.
but,
I turned that off on mine.
Yeah,
because it makes it take longer. It'll speed the print up if you turn it off. You know that, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it does. It'll speed the print because what it does is every few seconds, 30 seconds or whatever,
right?
It pauses the G code to save it and then restart it again.
Oh, okay.
And
I
if
didn't know
you
that.
turn that feature off, then it doesn't save it so that it doesn't pause it all the time throughout the build, and it's saving some work time.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got him set up. I got Judy's computer set up for him. Did all that on Friday. Got it all working and everything. I came home and I was trying to finish up this damn pipe stand that I made, making the individual uprights, and all of a sudden, the same piece, I printed off a piece. It was fine. So I went back to print off another one and it wouldn't print. It just turned actually it was started out printing. I went in there, laid down, come back, and I had spaghetti and a big glob in the middle of my, like, son of a bitch. Then I spent all weekend trying to figure out, because the hot end, it was plugged, but I couldn't figure out where. So I swapped out and put in one of the new hot ends, which that was my mistake because you buy from reputable people when you're putting stuff in. Even they're all Chinese, but at least get it from reputable Chinese, because these pieces were nothing but junk. The little wires came out of the plug, you
Oh,
know, the leads popped loose from the plugs and left the metal inside, So
Hey, Lloyd,
yeah,
I can tell you how to solve all them problems.
how's that?
Quit buying the Chinese knockoffs and buy the real thing. Get yourself a bamboo, and you won't have them problems
No, it's
anymore.
not that. It's just no, it's not that. That's
I'm just trying to push bamboo.
no,
You know
because
me.
the problem is any cubic is sold out of those right now for my printer. So because they've got that hot swap. Well, yours does too. You know, is yours hot swap? Not
Yeah,
hot swappable, but
yeah,
quick swap.
yeah,
Okay, where you can take out the whole hot end
yep,
together. Yeah.
yep.
Well, I did find
And they
out
they
where.
sent me one.
can you
I've got
bring
a
it?
spare one.
Yeah. Well,
I doubt I'll have to use it, but hope
well,
not.
I ended up putting the factory one back in after I cleaned it all up and really
Mhm.
went through it and took the time. But I'd gotten a 4 and a 6, an 04 and 06. I put the 04 in, and as I was trying to maneuver that wire or that plug up in the back there, the two black wires came out, left the
Mm.
white one. They were the hard ones, and they were hard to maneuver. So I pull
They
it
don't
out. I put
like
those.
diversity.
Do what?
They don't like diversity. They like segregation.
Apparently, yeah. But
Mm.
I put the 06 in, and then nothing worked right. It's just like it was
Mm.
heavy. I changed it in the machine. It just went on and on and on. Then I started throwing other codes. And anyways, long story short, I got it back to work and got it fixed. So I've been just making junk, except I'm making one of those adapters that makes the little wheels, the little spools into big spools, Mel, like you had to do. Because
No.
it turns out the silk I thought was, when I first got it, I had a bunch of it and I thought it was all full size. I went to throw it in my machine today, red silk that I had, and it's the 250 or the 225s instead of the 1Ks. So I thought, well, before I get too carried away, I'm just going to print
Mhm.
an adapter for it, and with luck, it will uh, it will work, and we won't lose power. But I did make a jackalope skull, a
Oh,
miniature one,
cool.
and
Yeah.
and I did with the iridescent that I've got. I made
A dragon.
a dragon.
Ooh.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, and so yeah, he's pretty articulated. He's
I was gonna say it almost looks rubbery.
well, yeah, he's just got so damn many joints.
Mm-hmm.
All of that is jointed in it, and this all prints in place.
Mm.
Only thing I had to do was take the because I put a brim on it.
Oh.
Not really thinking, but I did, which that's okay. It worked anyways.
Yeah,
And
I would think for something like that with that many pieces, you wouldn't want to brim. That's a lot of trimming to get rid of.
believe it or not, it all just peeled right off.
Did it?
Yep.
Well, that's
Yep.
good.
Yeah. Because I only put my brim on the outside. If I'd done inner and outer brim, yeah, that would have been a different story. But by doing just an outer brim, so yeah, go ahead, Art.
Brenda wants to know if you got any word about Jeff.
Yes, let me a couple of things. I don't know how many of you heard that he'd had a heart attack back when he was in the other hospital, and they found out about it after they got him to Indy Anderson.
Oh.
So they did a heart cath on him first to check it, and he had 70% blockage on that one side. So they then had to transfer him down to another hospital that did down the block that does the heart stuff, and so they did this stent, and that went okay. And then they brought him back to MD Anderson, and then he was supposed to go in for. Let me see if I can find it here, because I've got messages. She sends me an update 2 or 3 times a day. anyways, he was supposed to go in today for a the venting G tube is scheduled today at 4. They had to cancel it because he started having an aneurysm down by his leg, started bleeding out, and they had to where they went in to do the stent, and they had 4 guys trading off trying to get it stopped. They put pressure on it, and then somebody else would take their place, and kept doing it until they finally got it stopped. But let me catch this real quick. This is from my son, so let me have heard something.
Okay, we'll hold the fort while you do that. Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
I made another trailer this week, but I forgot to bring it in so I could show it off tonight.
Oh, okay.
I could go out in the shed and get it there, I guess. But I had something else happen.
You did?
I was talking about wanting to get internet set up in my shop so that I could run live streams and stuff from my shop.
Right.
And I needed a router.
Right.
Well, the other day, after dropping her off at work, I was coming back here to the house, and down the street was some people setting up for a yard sale. Now, this is 5:45 in the morning. So I thought, well, I'll stop, So I stopped and walked up and said, y'all don't by chance happen to have an old router by chance? And the lady said, I don't know if it's a router or not, but I got something over there by Netgear. And she showed it to me, and by God, it was a router.
Yep.
It had a $5 price tag on it with no power supply. So I thought, well, that's a $70 router for $5. Even if I have to buy a power supply, I can make it work, right? Well, I ran a 50-foot Ethernet cable from the router right here in the middle bedroom out to the shop, plugged it into that router, bought a power supply on Amazon for $9, 9-volt, 5-amp, plugged it in, powered right up, lit right up, transferred this 380 megabit a second fiber optic internet from right here at this router out to the shop. So I got fiber optic internet in the shop now.
Oh, awesome.
Excellent. So
300
Cool.
for about $14.
yeah, can't beat that.
Can't.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me finish with the update here
Okay,
on Jeff.
yeah.
So anyways, they canceled the venting of the G2 because they couldn't get the because of the aneurysm in his leg. That's what she said aneurysm is. But he's also he's also on blood thinners. That's part of the problem. He's on several blood thinners because they found clots in his lung. So they were trying to dissolve them. And but as far as what's going on as far as the cancer goes, he does have stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And they don't think it's gone into his liver yet. I can't remember, but they are. And so once they can get him back and up, and then they'll start him on chemo and radiation. But they've got to that. And tomorrow the dentist is coming to see him because when they took him down there to Corpus to that emergency room, well, when they went to intubate him, they knocked his 2 front teeth loose.
Oh,
holy
geez.
crap!
Oh yeah. So that hospital down there, I don't think it's going to get a good. I don't think it's going to look too good on Yelp when they get through.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's the kind of cancer that
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
that's really tough.
So, but they get one thing cleared up. At least things are. He's able to eat a clear liquid, and things are passing through like they're supposed to. So he doesn't have the occlusion that as bad as they thought. So
good.
They get one piece of good news and they get 2 pieces of bad news. It just seems to, 1 foot forward and 3 steps back. It's just, it's just seems to be knocking them left and right.
Right.
Oh, and on top of that, she had to go home Friday because she had to transfer some money to cover something anyways from one account to the other. And when she got there, she has these 3 cats, and the Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. And Alpha was foaming at the mouth and throwing up.
Oh,
So she
Jeez.
put Alpha in a pen by itself, and then tried to feed it some. It was kind of lethargic, but finally it got up and came out of the cage. Or she put it out of the cage, and he went over and laid by the water, but wouldn't drink. And she got up several hours later, and he was dead.
oh,
So
Holy
on top of
crap.
that, and it was her favorite cat. It
yeah.
was the one she was closest to. And so with all this other stuff, her cat died on her in the middle of the night.
Oh,
And so she was pretty tore up about that this weekend,
yeah.
which I can understand that,
Mhm,
because,
mhm.
but yeah. So anyway, she's, like I said, if it's not one thing, it's another. So
Right.
Brenda, I hope that helps give you a rushed update of
Yeah.
what's going on. So,
Mhm.
yeah, well, she's been doing real good about keeping me
Yeah.
up to date. And so, yeah.
I did get a lengthy email from her. She
It just,
thanked me for all the chicken stuff videos that ideas on how to raise chickens. Like
right.
one was like a tunnel made of chicken wire that'll keep the predators from getting the chickens, and they could run
Mhm.
around in the yard.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
another one is some kind of they took the those baskets that those iron things that tomatoes grow in. Well, you could
Oh,
turn
yeah.
it upside down, and the pointy parts that stick out, you could put apple and marshmallows, and the chickens will eat that. And
Huh.
she goes, "My God, I never thought they'd like marshmallow."
Huh.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't have either.
yeah. So every time I see something like that on Facebook, I send it to her.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's holding it together. She has her
Yeah.
moments though. And and I feel for her because that's, I
Mhm.
mean, I had the same thing happen. I came home and we'd lost 2 of our dogs one night when I came home from the hospital. And it's like it just tears you up, you know.
Yep.
And but anyways, so how's everything going? How's it, you said this weekend you were telling me before the show that you just hung out and
Yeah, I was going to go to a birthday party, and I thought, I gotta save money, and I've been a teetotaler since Christmas, so I haven't had a drink, and I feel good.
okay, well, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Bill is stuck in somewhere in Ohio
Yeah.
on his layover, and he won't get home till like 11:30 tonight. So
Okay.
he
Yeah,
sent me.
saw that he did do a short
He did do
stream.
a short show. Yeah,
A
yeah.
short show, yeah. Only
Yeah.
2 hours. That's pretty short.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
2 hours.
Yeah, it ended up being 2 hours.
Were
Wow.
who all came on it? Because I never even know.
Myself, Lon,
I didn't get
that was it.
a notice or a link. Yeah.
Well, he couldn't send out the links. That was the
He
problem.
couldn't send out the
Okay.
links, so he just put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I jumped on about
Okay.
half an hour in.
Because I heard he wasn't going to do a show, so I didn't.
Well, and
Yeah,
that's
I
what
heard
I'd
he
heard
wasn't going to
too.
do a show, so I was just,
Mhm.
like that. Then I saw the notification coming up, and I went, what's going on here? Because I'd
Well-
already, you know, I'd already arranged myself that he wasn't going to come on.
Yeah.
So I had to,
Right.
I basically had to, you know, change everything. So I thought I'll jump on, keep him company.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even notice it. I didn't get the notice for some reason. So,
Right.
and he texted me later. He said, "Man, we missed you." I said, "What do you?" I said, "Well, hell." So I went back and watched it, and he was having problems with his end of things. It looked like.
Okay. Yeah, I was binge watching NCIS Origins and
Okay.
Matlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Here's
I
something
was-
for you, Art.
Yeah.
Not to change the subject, but to change the subject. So, does that look like anything like you know what it is?
Oh yeah, looks like a coffin.
Hey,
Yeah.
on wheels.
Oh, just like the Munsters.
There's even a skeleton inside.
Oh,
But this coffin has a different trick to it. This coffin is actually bottomless.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Lloyd knows a lot about coffin because he does that through the show most of the time.
Look at how deep that thing goes.
Wow.
Getting a reflection from the camera, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they call that an infinity lighting or something like that. I can't
Yep.
remember what.
yep, infinity light. Yep,
And you 3D printed that, right?
I did.
Cool.
And I'm actually redoing it. This was basically a test, you know, see how everything's going to work
Right.
out. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if I'll take the covers off here and maybe it'll show up better. But I printed that skeleton flat on his back. Okay.
Cool.
Right.
And you got any idea? Because those arms are not touching the build surface. The legs are not touching the build surface. The rib cage does not touch the build surface. The back of the neck doesn't. The shoulder blades, the hips, and the back of the head is the only place that touches the build surface. Everything else was support. Inside the rib cage, trying to get the support out of there.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It damn near took longer to clean the print up than it did to print it. But
Yeah, I could imagine.
I got some actual mirror now I'm going to put in the bottom. This is 30 thousandths Lexan that I put mirror film on. Two-way mirror film.
Yeah.
And this one didn't turn out so good. I got some bubbles and stuff in it, but I got a piece of actual mirror material that I'm going to put in the bottom of the new one.
Right.
And then I made an insert to go inside that will decrease the interior size and leave some room in between the insert and the wall so that I can run wiring and actually solder in and wire in regular LEDs. And so it's going to be built quite a bit different and improved, but hopefully it'll even look a little better when it's done.
Awesome.
Oh, and hello, Mark. Welcome to the show. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Ever since I first saw one of those infinity lights, my first big sleeper truck had one that was 8 feet long and 3 feet wide in the ceiling. So you lay down at night and you turn that light on and it looks like you're looking off into infinity with the LED lights. Hello, Frank. But
Frank.
Jody.
Don.
Oddball.
Hey, Don.
Hello, Donald.
Mudball.
Hey, Don, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, anyways, and don't forget, at the top of the hour, you'll get all your new and exciting drone news at Drone Nation.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I of course watch a lot of TikTok, and there's a guy that I follow on there that is monetized, and he does a lot of TikTok shop stuff.
right,
Well, that Holy Stone drone is on TikTok.
right.
Well, he bought one. Said he did 6 months of research before he decided what to buy, because there's literally hundreds of different kinds of drones you can buy, and that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But then he
I'm hoping
proceeded to lay down a bunch of bad information. And I was really disappointed, because this is a smart guy. He runs a multi-million-dollar company, and he said there's no age limit. Any age can fly a drone. And he said you can buy this thing and just go fly it. You don't have to worry about nothing. You know?
Yeah.
So I let him know. I made about 3 or 4 comments on his video that said, well, what airspace are you flying in where your house is? And did you know that because your channel is monetized, now you're flying that drone and doing video in furtherance of a business, so it requires you to have a CFR 14 Part 107 license from the FAA to fly commercially, and the drone has to be registered with the FAA, because now it's being used as commercial use. And about 4 different comments, I listed out all kinds of things. Took a limb out of the neighbor's tree. Oh, okay.
He lives over in Joplin, so
Somebody commented on my comment that said, you're wrong, Mr. MKRC. Not all drones have to be registered. And I said, actually, you're wrong, sir. Every drone has to be registered unless it's sub 250 grams and it's only being used for hobby use, and the video or pictures are not being used commercially for any reason. If they are, then even the sub 250 gram drone requires registration. And whoever's flying it is required to have CFR 14107.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I said, I'm about a 15-year commercial pilot licensed. So, yeah.
yep, in furtherance of a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I thought you said flatulence of a business, but further.
Just tell them to try to find. Just tell them they need to read the story of Philly Drone Life about that.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm.
I was polite. I didn't say anything rude, like, it's better to keep quiet and be thought a fool than open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided to just say, you should do a little more research, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, not saying I know everything on all the regulations, but I'm pretty well versed in them, as good as the next guy that keeps up with everything.
Even I know the basics, because
if somebody's going to call me out on a regulation, they better damn well know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But so I haven't got any comments or replies from Matt that made the videos yet. So I don't know. We'll see what he says.
He's probably looking into it if he's smart.
Well, he's a smart guy. I mean, I don't consider him to be a dummy. He does a lot of prank videos with his wife. Like he'll say, "Babe," he calls her baby in his videos, and she has her own channel advertising TikTok shop too. But he'll go, "What are you doing, old girl?" And she'll say, well, before you came in and interrupted me, I was watching a show on TV. He says, well, it's about that time of day. I'm starting to get hungry. Don't you think you ought to be out there in that kitchen? And they'll start going back and forth. And one day he did one. He was like, yeah, that thing over there sitting between the refrigerator and the sink, that big square thing taking up space in the counter. I guess we go ahead and sell that, huh? And she turned around and looked at him. She says, Matt, that's my brand new stove. He says, well, yeah, it is brand new. We'd probably get pretty good money for it. I said, why are you going to sell my brand new stove? He says, well, you don't use it. Might as well sell it. Hey, the wheel,
Yeah.
So they're always
Yeah.
doing videos like that.
Mhm.
But yeah.
And welcome Bill from Coast to Coast Drones.
Mhm.
Hopefully he'll be back in the next.
Yeah, he's not on this week.
He's not on this week. He wasn't on last week either.
That's
so.
right. He said he was taking 2 weeks off.
Yep.
Art, did you
So
hear that your
next week-
favorite president got cancer?
Yeah,
Yes, I
I heard
did.
that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And last
Stage
July, he actually admitted it. June or July?
Yeah, he admitted that he was, but everybody thought because they weren't telling it. And now it's looking like, because of the level that this cancer is at now,
Mm-hmm.
it's at the non-survivable level. It's at the highest that it can
Yeah.
be. And it doesn't just happen within 2 months,
Right.
No.
So, and the fact that a lot of his confusion and stuff also relates to some of the problems he was, relates to the cancer medicine or cancer treatments.
Yeah.
Some of the treatments they give will cause some of the problems that he was having.
Oh,
Or
I-
it makes them worse, I should say.
I'm not so sure he was getting any treatments yet back then, because somehow, somewhere that would have got leaked.
From what I've been hearing here just the last few days from people who actually worked for him, it was pretty damn tight. Even the cabinet wasn't allowed to go in and see him.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I hate that he's got cancer. I don't want anybody. I don't wish that on anybody.
Yep.
But
That's very possible.
Mm-hmm.
Very possible. But I just thought, these people. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. I shouldn't have brought it up. I'm sorry.
Well, could have been worse.
Yeah. That would have been a good topic for my Thursday show.
Yeah, but we didn't
didn't
find
really
out
have
till
all that
Friday or
information, though.
Saturday, though, did we?
Yeah, it didn't break until Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about this coming Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe
We
there'll
will
be
be
some more
discussing it.
information by then, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember who the replacement was if they'd had to take him out.
Yeah, that's right.
Even they didn't want that. But anyway, so we digress.
He got jealous and had to follow Uncle Bill and King Charles.
There you go. Yeah. And Kate Middleton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although hers was in a different area.
I was going to say she can't have.
No, she didn't have prostate cancer, but she did have
Had cancer, but not prostate cancer.
Yeah, hers was the female version of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Sort of like it's the opposite. It's at the opposite end of the prostate. It's up here instead of down there. So it's
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cool cat. It's MKRC, Bill, but that's okay. You were close.
MKS.
Yeah.
Although I guess there is a resemblance, huh?
Yeah. But
No, he had a little bitty goatee, just a little bitty.
Yeah, that's right. He had the mustache and the goatee. Yep.
yeah.
I don't know what happened. It was thunder rolling and stuff hard here a little bit ago, and now it's just quiet.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still going. I hear it.
Yeah.
Well, it's moving your direction because it's quieted down here. So
Yeah.
I was just going to check my radar real quick and see.
Mhm.
It didn't get too bad, so that's good.
We got severe thunderstorm warnings here. Tornado
Well, it
watch.
looks like right now we're basically just under a flood watch, so it must have finally, which is good.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems to be moving away, so that's good. But
We got mad props. That would be Randy.
No,
Hey,
Mark,
Randy.
but Michelle Obama does.
what?
Oh, speaking of Michelle Obama, did you know she's going to therapy now? Boy,
Yeah.
that takes
I
balls.
think everybody after having them, yeah, it does take balls. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Brian. I realize I said that in a way that because I forgot King Charles. I didn't know what kind of cancer he had, so I guess I was. So I was just referring to the fact that Kate Middleton had cancer, so
Mm-hmm.
of course Joe had to jump on the bandwagon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was making my pipe stand, and I made the uprights where they fit really tight. It took me about 20 tries, but I finally got them the way I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have a little rubber mallet to
That's what
tap
she
them in
said.
the rest of the way. And but I had this really nice, heavy brass pipe lighter that I could.
Mhm.
You notice I'm not using my heavy brass pipe lighter anymore.
Yeah.
They're not meant to be used as hammers. It broke. Yeah.
Boy.
Snapped off a piece on the inside. Yeah, I know.
Tornado sirens are going off here.
Good one,
Are they?
Randy.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't go off here, so it's your direction. So yeah,
Oh my! Look at that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing the rotation here in the Doppler though, so
Oh,
I don't know what they're seeing that I'm not.
Yeah, it's quieted down right now. It's supposed to be yeah, which is nice. I honestly figured I'd lose power, knock on wood. I haven't done that, but
well, still got 20 minutes to go.
20
yeah,
minutes.
I know
to go.
we still got 20 minutes to go, but
Mhm.
Let's see if we can hold out.
I figured what would happen was I'd lose power just about the time I started.
We get party.
Yeah. But I was already logged in on this, so all I had to do was just click join the studio and I'd be ready to go. So
There you go.
So long as the cell tower has power.
well, that's true too.
But,
yeah.
So
that siren's still going. I'm going to go look around outside. I'll be back.
All right.
Yep.
Hello,
Casey.
Bob Casey.
Bob Casey.
Welcome, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Dominic going out and checking why is Dominic going out to look outside?
I don't know. Probably check on his cats. See if they've blown away. Because it's fall there. Yeah. They're getting that cold weather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just making sure that.
I wonder if Dominic had any breaded kookaburra bird for his birthday dinner.
Why the hell would anybody want that?
I don't know, but at least the damn bird will shut up. You
Well,
don't know.
Mark, the unfortunate thing was it wasn't the brass in the thing that broke. It was the plastic on the inside. So I got to disassemble it and go back and re-glue it all back together. So,
Okay.
yeah. I just haven't done that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything going on?
Well, I didn't see nothing. It doesn't look real pretty out there, but
Yeah,
the siren that's going off is the one that's south of us.
right.
Right.
Yeah. And see, that's what it's like living in this part of the country. You
Yeah.
hear a tornado siren go off and you don't panic. You get up and meander out there. Yeah, I don't see anything.
I
Time to
know.
go to the cellar.
I know people that grab the lawn chairs and a 6-pack and go sit in the front yard.
Yeah. Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
so
that'd
did
be
you
fun.
see, Dominic, did you go out and check on tornadoes too? Is that where you went?
No, I had to check on 2 cats that are acting like tornadoes at the moment.
Yeah. See,
Ah,
I
okay.
was right.
Hello, Bob.
Mhm.
Bob Casey made it in the chat.
Yep, yep. I
Yeah.
welcomed him. He
Mhm.
Where are you at?
always glad to have him in here.
I'm right here.
There's a tornado on the ground in Fort Smith right now.
Well, I might have to go.
You go take care of business.
Yep.
Stay safe,
All
my
right.
friend. Text
Take
me
Stay
when
safe.
We'll
text
see
me when
y'all
it's
later.
all over.
All
All right.
right.
Stay safe.
Gee, I thought he'd never leave.
Well, I'm glad he was here, but I wish he
Yeah.
didn't have to leave on those circumstances for
Yeah,
sure.
that's true. That's true.
You know, but
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing, Randy. Same thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
hookers, cats,
It's-
same difference.
that's right, Bob. Tornado Alley has moved east of me.
It's
Oh.
it's sort of looking that way, but right now, we've been having tornadoes here today
Yeah.
on and off, and now it looks like it's moved over to the east where Mel is at. So
Right. Mm-hmm.
he's sort of southeast from
Hmm.
where I'm at. So, and I have an idea if there was one on the ground there, she was probably pretty panicked.
Mhm.
You don't think Dominic's cats go outside? It's probably the birthday celebrations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my sister's cats are indoor cats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And one of them is going to be 15 in September.
All right, Chris. Thank you.
Hey, Chris Hope.
Hello, Chris.
Yeah, we finally got Hope in the chat.
Yep.
Finally,
Just what we need.
my favorite nephew. So, yeah, I've just kind of been chilling today. I've been tired all day, and this weather
Yeah.
doesn't. Well, I had a bit of a tumble here 2 days ago.
Oh.
We'd had some storms come in, and Ranger went to his favorite hiding place, which is the middle bathroom. And I thought I was clear of him. I went to step over him, and I did, but my legs at that point decided they didn't want to cooperate, and I bounced off the cabinet. I ended up finally I landed on the toilet, but I mean I landed hard on the throne itself, but I caught my ribs with the upright the top of the toilet seat went right
Ooh.
across my ribs,
Mm.
both my shoulders and arms from where I was trying to grab stuff, and my lower back is
Yeah.
twisted. So yeah, and today I've been really slow getting around because it's like
Oh,
the second
boy.
day. I mean, I was sore yesterday, but today is like,
Mm,
holy cow. And
yeah.
kind of banged up my elbow. And yes, it's just
Yeah.
shit that happens when you're old.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, yeah, I was practicing my acrobatics, but it was in the bathroom this time, not the kitchen.
Yeah.
But on top of that, Ranger had the audacity to look up at me like, "Why in the hell are you making so much noise?"
Yeah, they.
Looking at me like, "What?"
Mhm.
Like, yeah, shithead dog.
Well,
But
you got those bars in the bathroom, don't you? handicap rails, you could do your somersaults and backflips. That's
I don't
what
have those
do.
in that bathroom. It's the other bathroom that's handicapped.
Okay.
That one, we've got a plumbing issue out here, and we got to dig up a pipe and do some. We got to cut off one pipe and shut it off so it doesn't run because it's got a leak in it. And when I had that all connected, I should have just had them do that then, and I
Right.
wasn't thinking,
Mm-hmm.
And this old PVC, gray PVC pipe that's, corroded or busted,
Right.
and so when I turn on the water to that bathroom, it floods the backyard, the neighbor's backyard, and neighbors down. Yeah.
Mm.
First,
Well,
they came to tell me I had a leak. They thought, after my water bill got to $600.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
and it's like you couldn't have told me this before the bill went up. So they did give me a break on it, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah.
Well, last week, yeah, you want?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, last week I was getting ready to leave work, and I had my crutches up against the locker, and
Right.
well, one of them decided, oh, I'm going to fall on the floor. Here I am. I'm trying to pick it up with my other crutch, and it just wouldn't cooperate. So I decided I'll lay on the bench on my chest and pick it up that way. And so I went to grab it, and I hear a pop. I go, oh, I think I popped the cartilage like right here. Oh,
Yeah.
and it's still sore. It's better, but today it was kind of bugging me at work, especially when I'm on my crutches, going to the
Right.
bathroom and coming back. Oh,
Yeah.
man. But
Yeah, I hate when that happens. That's like I said, my left shoulder is needing surgery on it anyways, but
Yeah.
now it's hurting down into it, all the way down into the almost to my elbow because I can't
Yeah.
hardly lift this arm now because
yeah.
I used it to kind of catch myself. And
Yeah, I've got the same problem with my left arm. It's
Yeah.
well, because I have scoliosis. That's my lower shoulder. So
right,
and I sit at a machine all day welding springs together,
right,
and I got a foot pedal, and I got the chair up at the right height. Otherwise, if it's too low and I'm like that, oh boy, my shoulders get sore.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Well, I've had the right one operated on. I had it done 2 or 3 years, 4 or 5 years ago, and after that, I decided to hell with it until it gets to the point where when I get to the point where I'm either doing so many drugs I'm stoned all the time, or I'm crying all the time because it hurts so bad, then I'll go get it operated on, but not until then. It's like
right,
once was enough. That was
yeah.
I don't want to go through that again. So,
hmm
but anyway,
Mhm.
so yeah, well, that's what happens when you get old. So,
Yep, that's right.
but anyways, well, it looks like my 3D print's going okay. So that's all I've been doing. I was talking to Art a little bit before the show. I do need to get back to vlogging again because that's
Yeah.
that's what I've built the channel on up
Yep.
to a point, and then I just things turned out, and I have no reason for not doing it.
Yeah.
Just that sometimes I just don't like getting out. I don't even get out of the house unless I have to. Like
Right.
tomorrow, I just heard a beep from my phone, so that means
hmm
oh, it's just moderate rain. Okay, I can deal with moderate rain. Just making sure. It wasn't a warning, so. But yeah, I need to get back to that. I mean, I've got everything set up to where I could do it. I don't like leaving the house,
Mhm.
But tomorrow
Yeah.
I'm out of coffee, I'm out of creamer, I'm out of hamburger meat, I'm out of milk.
Yeah.
But hey, I got a full bag of Cocoa Crisp, so
There you go.
I can eat them dry.
I got a bag of this stuff. crazy candy, freeze dried. Fun.
What is it?
It's a lemon burst.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a freeze dried candy. It's kind of airy and boy are
Right.
they lemony. Ooh boy.
Yeah, they are, Brenda. They that's that because I had a torn rotator, and then they had to take off a little bit of my where the
Clavicle?
clavicle joins that,
Yeah.
and then they had to shave off some spurs while they're at. So
Yeah.
that damn clavicle right there. I think that was the most painful part of the whole damn thing. It took
Yeah.
forever for that to quit hurting.
Yeah. I think
And
that's what Sean Oz broke when he fell off that skateboard.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello, X-Wing.
That's
Glad to
cool.
see you again. Haven't seen
James.
you in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's another thing. I got to go see a podiatrist. I told the doctor, so I think I got a bone spur there on my heel. I showed it to him, and he kind of looked at it and says, "Yeah, you probably need to go see a podiatrist." It's the only reason I went to see him, so they could charge my insurance company $150 to give a referral to another doctor. It's like,
Right.
and so it's like,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So hopefully they'll come up with something besides surgery for that. 'Cause
Right.
I'm just not wanting to. But
Yeah.
there's days I can't hardly walk because that they, and apparently there's some calcification on my Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've got a bone spur between my big toe and my second toe. It's on my second toe. And probably what happened, I probably broke that when I stubbed it. And just, calcium forming and
Yep.
because I thought I had a blister on there. I tried popping it, with the needle, and it wouldn't go in. And it's like, oh shit, it bled a little bit. And so I saw a podiatrist, and he said, oh yeah, you got a little infection there. So I put some of that antibiotic ointment on it, and it finally went away, and it just that swelling went down, just a little tiny bump there. Yep.
Look who we got trying to get in here at the last minute.
Oh,
guess who?
Bill Romaine.
Bill.
Yeah, he's trying to connect. He's probably on airport
circles. Watch him go round and round, round.
Well, it's entertaining. It's entertaining.
That's the wheels on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so he's doing like
oh,
Don.
There he is.
Oh, there we go. We got a picture.
Yeah. We got his luggage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, luggage.
Uh-huh.
Hey, there he is.
There he is.
Wow.
Hey, Bill.
I don't know why I can barely hear you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm in the airport in Atlanta.
Oh, you're in Atlanta now. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Oh, famous Atlantic Hartfield Airport. Oh, there you go. And
I think he just came in to wave and
Say
say
hi.
hello.
That's all we needed. Thanks, James.
Yep. So now we know where he's at. Good.
Okay.
That's all we
Glad you
needed
could
to
drop.
know.
Glad you could drop in for just a few seconds,
Yeah.
and always appreciate that. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lloyd, you were talking about your pipes, and Mel was talking about quitting smoking. And you know what? All my girlfriends, I made them stop smoking. You know how?
How?
Going slower and lube.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's just. Oh.
Yeah, I told my sister that. She almost threw up. Yeah, boy, put that in her mind. And oh God, bleach from my eyes. Ah!
Yeah, you can't unsee that shit either.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
look here. There he is. He's back.
he's back.
Hello, Bill.
Again.
There he goes. Oh, he got to a better hot spot.
No, I can. If the volume's really low on the phone for some reason, so it's been doing that with StreamYard. So anyway, just thought I'd stop in, say hi. I'm in the Atlanta airport. I'm gonna get home around 11:30. Well, no, gonna land in Palm Beach about 11:30, and then I'll probably be home around probably 1, close to it. But anyway,
Wow.
thought I'd
Yeah.
stop in, show some support and love.
Good.
Hope you had
Good.
a good stream.
We did. Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate you stopping in. And hopefully you'll have a safe trip.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just had a good stream. The bathrooms are. I went to. Oh, never mind. I had a
Yeah,
great stream.
okay. It's about time.
I don't know why it's
Yeah.
always so low when I'm in this thing.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Mhm.
Anyway, thanks. Yeah, well, I'm halfway home, so
Peace.
All right.
I'll see you guys later. Take her easy.
All right. We'll see you later, Bill. Thanks for stopping in.
Hmm.
That was nice of him to stop in. I've been to that airport. Matter of fact,
Yep,
it looked like the same
me
area
too.
that I was. Look, just yeah, I was a little surprised. It might have been the airline I was with, but it looked a little shabby,
Hmm.
you know, compared to some other ones.
Right.
Although West Palm Beach wasn't, it wasn't the best looking airport I've been to either,
Right.
not compared to say what's the other one further away,
Orlando?
Orlando. No,
Fort
Is it Orlando?
Lauderdale?
Fort Lauderdale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale was a pretty nice one compared to West Palm Beach wasn't bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
Brandi must have just heard what he said. She goes, ooh,
Uh-huh.
or she just got your joke, one of the two.
Could be.
Could be. Yeah, I don't know how bad the lag is on this. Sometimes it's pretty late, but yeah. But yeah, so anyways, but yeah, that was actually the airport. I did yeah, that was coming home and came home from, and we got on the aircraft, sat there for about 20 minutes, and I said, well, we've got some good news and some bad news. We've had a problem, but they figured out what it is. The bad news is it's going to be at least an hour before they can get the parts back in. So we had to, we'd been sitting there for probably close to 30 minutes because they came on and said they were having some technical issues that they were trying to iron out, and it's like, okay. So anyway, so we end up disembarking from the aircraft, and then they call it, well, the next airline that was supposed to go in, that was supposed to leave from that gate, well, those passengers, hello, Ken Torbeck,
Hey,
how you
Ken.
doing?
Yeah.
He was always on Ken Heron's channel and giving him
Right.
a lot of nice
Again.
showed him a lot of love. But
Mhm.
yeah, good seeing you here, Ken. I need to get on Discord and talk with the guys. I haven't done that because
Mhm.
I don't know if they're still on if he even has his Discord up anymore. But
Mhm.
Ken had one. That's Ken Heron had one. So
Right. Yep.
but,
And
anyways, yeah.
Greg.
Do what?
Greg had Discord.
Oh yeah. I
Us
think
by
he's still got
drone.
it. Yeah. I think he's still got a. You skipped Atlanta on the way out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, see it. Well, on my way coming down. Yeah, I went through Charlotte as well.
Mm-hmm.
When I was coming in to Miami, I went to Charlotte first, and then into West Palm. I went to Charlotte on the way there, and then on the way home, I went through Atlanta. So you're flying the sort of
Mhm.
the opposite two holdovers that I had. So they must be fairly regular routes. But
Mhm.
yeah, so but I spent an extra lot of time in Charlotte because we were late because of storms like that. We were
Yeah.
45 minutes late, leaving, and that put us, and I only had like 56 minutes. I had a 56-minute layover, but then we got delayed getting there, and by the time I got off, my flight had left about 2 minutes before me, my connecting
Yeah.
flight.
That happened to me too.
And then it was like another 2 hours before my next flight. So that put me almost 3 hours behind,
I had to wait 8 hours for my
Well, I was
next
lucky.
flight. Yeah, so
Well,
I
they've had
slept
some
at
radar.
the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brenda says is what Art said. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah, that's
Mhm.
what she was saying. Ooh, to like with your joke. So, anyways, yeah, they've had some radar issues here lately. But, well, I'm hoping they'll actually get something done. I mean, it's just no excuse for it.
Mhm.
I mean, if we can, we've got the technology. If we can rebuild Lee Majors, why in the hell can't we rebuild our friggin' radar
Airport.
system,
Oh,
airport radar
radar.
systems,
Uh,
or air traffic control system?
air traffic. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, look what they did for Lee Majors. I mean, he ran faster, better, stronger, jumped higher.
Yep.
That only cost $6 million to do.
Yeah. And that was back in the 70s. Just think of how
Yeah.
expensive it is today.
Ken says it's going to cost a little more than $6 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's back in the 70s, though. Yeah, so I don't know. It's maybe.
Probably $500 million by now. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was asking about the price of one of the drones. Oh, I think it was TJ was asking. Said it costs an arm and a leg. And how much is an arm and a leg worth?
Yeah.
Well, I actually went online and I looked up the cost of prosthetic arm and a prosthetic leg, and I was able to answer that.
Mhm.
So that's what it would cost to replace your arm and leg, and it was pretty exorbitant.
Yes.
But the legs, the prosthetic legs they've got now, or the arms for that matter,
Mhm.
have become so much more advanced than they were, say,
Right.
back with the veterans in the Vietnam War, and
Right.
and the ones out of World War II or World War One. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not having to wear.
They had
you
the
know,
hooks.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just had that two-prong hook,
Yeah.
and now
Mhm. Now
there's
they have a hand that looks like a real hand almost.
yeah, they've got hands with synthetic skin. Well, there's one kid was a fan of uh
Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Yeah, I
Did you
saw
see that
that.
arm that he
Mhm.
delivered to him?
Yep. Mhm.
And that's 3D printed. I mean, and obviously it wasn't done like my 3D printer, but
Right. Right.
you know,
Mhm.
it
Yep.
was done with carbon fiber. But I mean, the advancements that we've got now, and now they're looking at putting in neural implants now that can operate
Right.
this. And because I just saw about a breakthrough here. Yeah, Captain Hook. I mean,
Yep.
but it's like that World War II, that movie about that guy that lost both his arms in World War
Yeah.
II.
Best days of our lives.
Best days of our lives.
Yep.
And
He won
that
2 Academy Awards.
2 Academy Awards for that. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And it was deserved. I mean, because
Right.
he wasn't a professional actor. He was
Yeah, that's right.
he was the guy, he was really a veteran that had lost both arms.
right. Mhm.
And he did a fantastic job of representing those guys,
Right. Mhm.
And yeah, I can't remember who it was. I had one of the adults I knew had like that.
Mhm.
Like meatloaf through a straw, so are the days of our lives.
Mhm.
Greg.
Greg, that's leave it to you to come up with something like that. So
Yeah, I saw some pictures of me with my honey on my trip last year, and I remember that time when we were driving down the street, and we saw this drunk guy, and my girlfriend said, "See that guy? He proposed to me," and I turned him down. I go, "Oh, looks like he's still partying."
oh God, that's just that one was that's just yeah. Looks like he's still partying.
Still partying.
That sounds like something that Bubba J would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, and I apologize. I haven't even been looking at the clock. Are we over time yet? Or are we
Yes,
still?
we
we're
are.
just-
Yeah.
I've just
No,
taken
by
a
about 6
notification.
minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to this thing that
Yeah.
you're always doing, Art? You just didn't. Anyways, okay, guys, we've managed to get an hour and a few minutes out of this show without losing everybody, and so I think I'm going to turn it over to the guys in the Drone Nation. Let them entertain you for the next hour, and I'm probably going to go lay down and have a nap. I don't know.
Yeah,
Phil.
about
So-
ready to go to bed myself.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
with that said and done, guys, thank you for being here. Thanks to each and every one of you. If you're in an area where they're having storms, I hope you're safe tonight. I hope everything works out.
Mhm.
And just stay safe, have fun, be kind. You know, treat each other the way you treat yourselves. You know, or better than you treat yourselves.
Yeah.
And remember, everybody matters, even bald guys like Dominic.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Mhm.
That's said and done, guys.
Good
You,
night.
all right,
On
we'll
that
see you
bombshell.
sometime this week on the shows. All right, bye bye for now.
Yeah, bye bye.
Good night, folks.
Good night.